be on my phone, no discussions. Shorty, why you let me alone without nothing? I don't know I'm nothing. They ain't show me love then. Running to them bands, I was up to something.
Now you see the banger intro in the beginning of the video. Make sure y'all go to my boy Icy Edits. Tell him Sneak sent you and he might throw you a discount, bro. And let's get into this banger video, man. Let's go. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sneak DF, man. I'm back with another video. Now today's video, I will be teaching the beginners, just the beginners. If y'all advanced and y'all want to watch this video, y'all can, but this is for beginners only, bro. So if y'all beginner in Photoshop, y'all just learning how to do things in Photoshop, and y'all just tired of dragging CCs, opening packs and your computer's lagging and stuff like this, man. Well, I'm gonna teach y'all how to make your own custom CCs. Now right here you see I have 4 different images. I just literally went on Google and just typed in Photoshop images 1920 by 1080 and all these images popped up. So yeah, so I'm gonna be teaching you how to make your own custom CCs. These are 3 different colors, three different type of images, so you gotta be able to balance it out. So yeah, so let's get started. So right here you're gonna see this little circle tab right here. It's like a adjustment layer. Basically this is where all you're gonna find all your CCs at. So you want to click here. Now you see you have a whole lot of things. You have 4 different rows of things. And yeah, so mainly where I start off at, and you don't have to start off here, but this is where I start off at. So right here I start off with curves right here, just to see what I can do. So if you just drag this all the way down, you see that it gives it too dark. You bring this up, it's too light. You want to put it just right. So you see right here as I'm dragging it down, it gives a nice different type of darkness to it. But if you pull all the way up to the top, it gives it more lighter, darker, and lighter and lighter. So here you could do that. You can leave it here. This looks kind of good right here, so you can leave it here if you want. Also, if you want to use your eraser brush, right, you can leave it on curves, and you can just like take it out of different areas. So if you want it dark in one area and you want it light in one area, you could take your eraser brush and you could just move it out the way. And you can see that it's just like moving it out the way. And if you don't want to do that and you made a mistake, just hit Control Z and you'll be straight. So right here, look, you see if I can just take the eraser brush and move it out the way, you see that it makes a different type of thing right here. So you see where the marks was at, you can see them right here. But yeah, we're just gonna leave it how it was. And yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to the next step. The next step for me, the next step I always go with was exposure. Exposure, you can up this light and stuff like that, but me, I feel like these are all bright images, so you wouldn't really need that much exposure, so you can up it just a little bit. This looks really good right here, and it makes everything pop out a little bit more and stuff like that. So yeah, and offset you really don't need. It's just like it's kind of like a texture, if you want to be honest with you. It's just like a texture. It just makes everything a little bit more dull, if you get what I'm saying. And I mean, sometimes some images, like if you want to use this for like mixtape covers, or you want to use this for thumbnails, you can. But I feel like you really, on these type of things, you don't need it right here. So you can just put it back on 0. And yeah, just leave it how it is, because these all images, you want the colors to pop. So you right here, you just up the exposure right here. You don't need the offset and the gamma. You don't really need this. I mean, you can use a little bit if you want. Actually, that kind of looks good right there. So right there, it kind of complements the brightness, so it makes everything pop out just a little bit more. So yeah, you could use that if you want. So right here, the first 2 things is curves and exposure. The third thing right here is that you want to use brightness and contrast. So me, I always, even though we added a little bit exposure, we don't add too much brightness, so we can leave it like around there. And contrast is basically like if you want to make something real like pop out, like you see how everything is getting darker and darker and darker. You don't want that. I mean, it depends on how you're feeling, how the thumbnail or the image that you're trying to you know, make your own CC for it, comes out. But me, I like it just a little bit, Now you see this image right here, it makes the image pop out way more. So let's go ahead, we're on 15, right? So we're gonna bring the image down just a little bit, but when we put this on 15, it makes the image pop just a little bit more for all the images. Actually, for all the images, it pops out. So yeah, these are the first couple things that I always use for my custom CCs. Now I know a lot of people say they're tired of, you know, opening packs, and then, you know, they're tired of opening packs and their computer crash. They don't want that to happen. So, you know, and me also, I'm in the process of learning how to not use packs. So once I do that, I'm deleting every single pack off my computer. Literally, I'm deleting every single pack, because I feel like now I'm in the process of learning. When I'm in the process of learning, I start to tend not to use packs. And yeah, so especially like when I'm doing banners and you know, headers and sometimes thumbnails, I will not use a pack at all. So that's what I want to do. And so the next thing you want to add is you want to add vibrance. Vibrance right here, you can, you know, drop the color down if you want for saturation and stuff like that. But vibrance, you know, it pops it out just a little bit more. Like I said, it makes the colors stand out. So you see how it got duller and it got brighter, duller, brighter. So you see how in this image right here, like, look, watch this. The image, you know, gets faded and it's less, you know, less brighter. But you put it back on, and let's zoom in. I'm gonna show y'all guys. Let's zoom in. So you see, let's say we remove everything from this side right here, even on the image, right? You see how it looks now. Then when I hit Control Z, it puts everything back into perspective. Let's go to this image right here. So you see how the woman is, like, you know, she's blowing her smoke and bolts and whatever. So let's go ahead and hit Control Z, and you see how the image got a little bit darker. You see how her sweater got a little bit darker and stuff like that. So we're gonna do it again, and there you go, bro. So that's the first couple things that you want to do. This image right here is kind of fire, and shout out to whoever made this, because you're a goat. Yeah, so these images are popping out perfectly fine right now. There's no darkness spots, no dark spots, and everything is popping out more to where it's not too dark, there's nothing too light. So first we're just gonna take everything off right here. So let's go ahead and group this first. So if you want to just group, you hit the top layer and hold shift and hold down the bottom layer, click on the bottom layer, and then just select everything, hit Control G, and then you'll be straight. So we'll just take everything off, and you see now when we put it back on, something different, bro. So you see, those are the first couple things I add to my CC. So take off, put on, take off, put on. So yeah, these are the first couple CCs. Now if y'all want to copy these, you can, but I feel like some different thumbnails is not gonna be the same. So but if y'all want to, y'all can. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and the final step of this video. So the last and final step of this video is brightness and not brightness and contrast. I'm tripping. We're gonna do what was it? Levels. I'm sorry. So levels is the last and final thing. Now this right here, you don't want to put too much, and I'm gonna show you guys why. So look, if you was to do this, right? My homeboy taught me this a while. It was maybe like right around the time I was learning how to, and you know, his images were like a little too dark. So look, you see how it got dark and dark? You don't want that. You do not want that. So if you want to put it up just a little bit, and this is the light side, so you got a dark, it's kind of similar to brightness and contrast, really. So look, this is the light side, and this is the dark side, really. So you want to be able to balance it out. So maybe you want a little bit of light, but you also want a little bit of dark, right? So once you do that, you just hit it on overlay, and then lower the opacity, and you straight. So this is what I feel like these are the best kind of CCs. These are the 5 things I use for my CCs all the time. and it works out perfectly, especially when I'm not trying to use no CCs at all. I mean, like no using no packs. These are the type of things that I would go through and try to, you know, make. So look, you see I take it off, put it back on, take it off, put it back on. And yeah, man, so I will be doing more videos like this. So this is kind of like, we're gonna do like a episode. So this is episode 1 basically of starting off with my new design channel. This is gonna be lit, and y'all comment down below what video y'all want to see next, man. And yeah, man, make sure if y'all new, y'all drop a sub and y'all drop a like. And this been your boy Sneak DF, man, and I'm out, man. Peace.